Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic video. Today, we've got some news to talk about. Actually, this news came out a little more than a week ago, and I have not had any time to report on the matter. But today, I've got a little time, so we're going to do a little reporting on the GamesRadar.com news source and maybe speculate about a few things at the end. So without further ado, kick your feet up, crack open your favorite beverage. Let's get started. Looks like Bungie has finally confirmed that Destiny 2, described by Activision, that this will be a full sequel. And this full sequel will be released in the fall of 2017. Now, fall, that's anywhere from September, October, and November. So, I think it's personally going to be in November. They're going to push it all the way back because Activision pretty much gave Bungie an ultimatum and said that if you do not release this by the end of 2017, everybody at Bungie are going to forego or pretty much give up their bonus, their royalty bonus, if they do not get it done by 2017. So be prepared for Destiny 2 to be released with a shit ton of bugs. Because according to Luke Smith, he could give a rat's ass about us. Now, going on with the GamesRadar.com story, the publisher also details on follow-on content plans, which, quote, set the stage for growth. Now, this could be Bungie acknowledging that they kind of moved away from the irregularity of Destiny's 1 expansion release program. It was atrocious. It was really, really bad with the House of Wolves and the Dark Below. It was, frankly, the entire community was in a revolt. But nonetheless, we're not here to talk about that. Rise of Iron also wasn't quite as big as the Taken King expansion, and even the latter expansion had some pretty bare months. So hopefully Bungie can fill in these voids throughout the year. Now, what I'm really excited about are the planets. The planets are supposedly going to be much bigger. Now, you might expect a Destiny sequel to just keep on building on the basic fundamentals from the original, but it sounds like Bungie will set much of all of that aside and go for a relatively clean slate. Now, reports indicate that Destiny 2 will make each individual planet feel like more of a complete destination. Right now in Destiny 1, the patrol maps are really, really small, and the patrol missions are connecting through the strikes, and it didn't really feel like it was designed all too well. Now, in Destiny 2, we're going to find outposts and towns as we explore the world, each harboring their own missions and storylines. So, in other words, we might actually get that feeling of MMORPG-ish type feeling. Now, as far as your characters go, Destiny characters will transfer over to Destiny 2. Unfortunately, not everything will be transferring. If you guys finish the game, if you made it up to level 20 and you completed the Black Garden mission, pretty much I think everybody finished that. If you finish that, that character will transfer over. So the only thing that will be transferring to Destiny 2 will be your class, your race, your gender, your face, your hair, and the markings. That's it. No weapons are carrying over. No special abilities are transferring over. And what, frankly, I'm a little upset about is anything that we bought with our Everest items, our silver, our microtransactions, none of that will be transferring. So if you got that awesome thriller dance, or if you bought anything with your paid microtransaction silver emotes, anything like that, none of it will be transferring. And I quote, "We believe this is the best path forward," Bungie said. They also went on to say it allows us to introduce the major advancements and improvements that all of us expect from a sequel, ensuring it will be the best game that they can create. We're looking forward to sharing more details, but later this year, we will honor the legacy in the future. Of course, you'll still be able to access all your gear in the original game, you just won't be able to take it with you. So, with that said, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people pretty upset about that. So, rest in peace, your Year 3 Gjallarhorn, and bye-bye. Now, moving on. on other news here pertaining to Destiny 2, it will also could be coming to the PC. And I say that lightly because we all know it's going to be coming over to the PC, but we don't know that for sure. The first Destiny remains a console-only affair, despite bridging the 2 generations of gaming systems. It sounds like the PC players will finally get to start playing around in Destiny 2. So if that is true, it will be interesting to see what Bungie, the kind of tweaks that they will be making for the PC Master Race. And I say that because you guys will probably get all of the options for upscaling and frame rate, and you just the frames per second. You guys will have all that good stuff. Console players, not so much. We're going to be locked at probably 30 frames per second at 1080p or 900p or whatever they decide to do, or whatever looks the best. And I think they had to do that for Destiny 1 because it was for the old generation PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And when they ported it over to the PlayStation 4, or excuse me, not ported over, but when it was designed for both generations of consoles, the older console actually held the game back. It held it back. It couldn't really achieve everything because they had to do both versions. So that will not be happening for Destiny 2. It will be on current consoles and PC. So we might actually get 30 frames per second locked at 1080p. I don't know. We'll see. 60 frames per second? I highly doubt it. Now, moving on with the story, Destiny 2 story has plenty of threads to pick up. In a recent investor call, Activision stated Destiny 2 will be here in the fall of 2017, promising an accessible and great cinematic story, quote, with relatable characters. Now, they do have the full article for Destiny 2 story based on hints found from the original game and connections from the Grimoire cards to real-life mythology and, a lot of speculations out there. So keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Okay, now that we got the story out of the way, like I said, I'll have the link down below over at GamesRadar.com. You guys can go read it for yourself. I just kind of pretty much read it for you guys. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and very quickly, speculate. And the only thing I really want to speculate are the bigger planets. Okay? Now, when they say outposts and cities, are we really going to see something like that? Because, if you think about Venus and Saturn and, Earth, you already had these outposts and you already had these these lifelike areas with their own mobs and AI. Now, as far as Destiny 2 goes, and they're claiming it's going to be bigger, I'm going to be honest with you, I call bullshit, okay? Frankly, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video by saying Bungie saying that the planets are going to be bigger. I seriously doubt that. I highly doubt that, so don't get your hopes up about that. That's only going to be the only speculations I'm going to cover in this video. When I post up another Destiny 2 an actual speculations video, we'll discuss that and a lot more. But today was just getting the news out to you guys. And what are your guys' thoughts? I honestly want to know what you guys think down below about Destiny 2. Did you even play Destiny 1? Were you one of the troll bags in the comments? People really play this game? People still play this game? Yes, the community was absolutely the strongest of any game across the past 3 years. So you trolls out there, people still play this game? Yes, absolutely. Millions and millions of people still play Destiny 1. It's pretty amazing. So as far as Destiny 2 goes, I'm going to go ahead and call bullshit about the bigger planets and bigger inhabitants and bigger cities and yada yada yada. So with all of that out of the way, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the indicator of the upward thumb. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you guys want to see some more Destiny 2 news bites and speculations, smash that subscribe button over here on Pixel Enemy and over on my channel at JPod Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next video.